Hello, Kim Townsel here. Thank you for watching. Do you know what codependency is? I didn't until I was in the middle of it. I don't think I had ever even heard the term codependent. If I had, I'd brush it off because it certainly didn't apply to me. And in my later years, I was involved with a person who was a pathological liar. We really loved each other and wanted to try to work it out, but we just had numerous problems with this, and I couldn't really figure out why. We went to counseling separately, we went to counseling together, and I'm going to tell you about one of the best counselors that we went to. We go to a big burly man named Dr. Bashira, and I was just prepared not to like him. He was a counselor that my partner had chosen, and we come in, and I just said, I just don't put up with lying. And Dr. Bashira said, sure you do. And I'm like, no, I don't. I don't put up with lying. Dr. Bashira says, how many times has he lied to you? Just the one time? I'm like, no, he's lied to me numerous times. Then Dr. Bashira said, then you do put up with it. You just don't like it. Oh my goodness, I was furious. I was like, how dare he make me feel bad about wanting to be the ethical person in this relationship. I was just storming on the inside, angry. And Dr. Bashir told me that I was codependent. He told me I needed to read this book, and I wanted to rescue the relationship. I wanted to, do what I needed to do. So I buy the book, I start reading through it, I read it, I was like, that's not me. Put the book down. It was on the coffee table, I kept looking at it. I would pick it up, read it some more, and think, that's not me. I kept doing this, and eventually I started throwing the book across the room. Literally throwing the book across the room. So finally, after numerous tries, I thought, well, what if I just sit down and pretend like maybe it is me? What if I give him the benefit of the doubt and just pretend, I'll just pretend like I really am this person for 15 minutes, and I'll sit and read this book for 15 minutes and see if this is really me. I started reading, I think, oh my goodness, this is so me. I'm not going to get into what the book talks about in this video, but I'm going to talk about when I finally did work through that and recognize the roots of my codependency from my childhood and from my lifestyle choices and the man that I chose. I thought, I've got to do this. I've got to become emotionally healthy. And it felt like the most selfish thing I had ever done in my life. It felt so selfish because I was always one of those who was trying to fix everything and make everything better for everybody else, which is a trait of a codependent. They're so busy trying to fix everybody else's lives that they forget how to lead a healthy one for themselves. Dealing with my codependency has been the most emotionally healthy thing that I've ever done for myself. I've had to do it in numerous relationships, and to the outside world it looks like I'm just being selfish and mean and all of those other things that go with that. But I know that I'm doing the healthiest thing for myself by not allowing myself to be manipulated by emotional whims and things like that. It's difficult, but it is emotionally healing and empowering in the end. Basically, my three things, my three takeaways from becoming emotionally healthy and dealing with codependency. 1 is to honor your emotional health. And 2 is to set boundaries. Then 3 is to be prepared to either walk away and wait or just close the relationship. That's not really under your control. As long as the person's trying to emotionally or physically bully you, you don't have any say-so in the matter other than how engaged you're going to allow yourself to be. I've had to do a lot of what I call, I'm going to love you from way over here until or unless that person chooses to engage in emotionally appropriate behaviors. One thing to remember about codependency, if you're a codependent type person, then it is not our job to school them, it's not our job to educate them, it's not our job to fix them. The only life that we can control is our own. And that is basically the takeaway of being healthy. It's the only life you can control is your own. And other people are going to make their choices. Until next time, thank you. Take care of yourself.